Hi guys! How's it going? Welcome back to Go Boom Live. Today is episode 47. 47 whole episodes. I have done the thing. Wait, hold on. I'm looking for okay. I was looking for a song for my headphones. I wish I could share with you guys the music. How chill would that be? But yeah, all these platforms not letting you play music. Yeah, unfortunately. I remember back in the day on live streams, man, you could listen to copyright music. You could just have Spotify going. I used to stream League of Legends with like my metal playlist. Nobody cared. It was good times. Return of yes, I am back. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, so I am live on YouTube, on X, and on Rumble, not on Twitch. I have been banned on Twitch. It happened. So don't expect me back on Twitch. Here's the thing. A couple people who work at Twitch. Wait, I think just one now. I can't remember if the other guy still works there. So a couple people who work at Twitch. I have worked with them in the past and on other jobs. Let's just say at other, well, actually, I think one of them was already at Twitch. The other one was doing other stuff with like YouTube or whatever. One of them used to be my YouTube managers. So I'm telling you, I know the person in charge of community really well because he used to be my manager on YouTube back 8 years ago or something like that. He was my manager for a couple of years or so. I'm telling you, like, I would go to events and he would be there. Like, he now is identifying as a they, them. So I'm just going to say, and then another dude that worked, I don't know if he's still at Twitch or not. I think he is. That I didn't like super work directly with him, but I do remember doing like going to like some Twitch event and he was working there at that time and we used to be friends and he ended up not wanting to be friends anymore after the 2020 elections. But even before then he already was like I was just becoming too Christian for it. Too actual Christian. When I say too Christian, I mean actually Christian and not these people are okay if you're a Christian if you say you're a Christian, but you don't actually believe in the Bible. But once you start actually believing in the Bible and what that says, then yeah, then people are probably, well, anyway, that guy is now identifying as a woman. And definitely a dude. Definitely a dude. So yeah, it's no surprise that Twitch has banned me when especially since I already knew the guy who's in charge of community, which mind you, because he was my manager. Like, I'm not trying to throw someone under the bus, so I'm not going to say this person's name, but let's just say he has a very high position in the community realm of Twitch, and he's identifying as a they, them now. He used to be my manager at YouTube, and I ended up not working with him anymore and not being managed by him anymore, severing that whenever I found out he stole money from me, because there was a brand opportunity and it was a game company. I was a big fan of their games. So they were like, hey, we will love it to have Melanie on board to help promote this game. So I did that. Well, then I didn't know my manager at the time, he told me, oh yeah, it's not paid though, but I know you really like the brand. I was like, yeah, I'll do this. This sounds fun, you know? So I did it anyway. I went to, it was like some I actually went to, it was a promotion thing at an event or something. So then it was later that I found out that when this company reached out to me directly for another reason, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you should still have we still have your," or how did they say it? They said something about payment, and they were like, "Yeah, because when we paid you for that event last time, should we pay it to your send it to your manager like we did last time for XYZ event?" Which my manager at that time told me it was unpaid, so that means he had to have kept the money. And my manager also was trying to be a streamer himself. And that was a huge, he kept trying to bundle himself into brand deals and stuff with me at that time. So he's like, "Oh, how about we do this?" So he was just using me as like to help himself get brand deals too, because he wanted to do like this package deal thing, right? So at that time, I found out that he stole that money from me, seemingly. And I don't know how else to explain it. And then also, I was sick and tired of him trying to bundle himself and everything that I was doing, and to try to clout farm off me, because he didn't want to be a manager. He wanted to be a streamer himself. He wanted to be a content creator, all that, but nobody was following him for that, hardly at all, because not everybody is cut out for it. Just saying. And so, yeah. So, and I am not working with him anymore. Well, now he's identifying as a they, them. Now he has a very high position in the community sector of Twitch. And now I've been banned. So are we surprised? Are we surprised that that happened when I was making fun of they, thems not being real? But it's fine. Like, I'm not naming this person. I ain't causing a stink over it, because I really don't care. I wasn't prioritizing Twitch. I was only streaming on Twitch like twice a month. And Twitch has not been paying my bills anyway. So it's like, yeah, my main stuff is YouTube, Rumble. Well, my main thing, if I really count my main stuff for like paying my bills, it's YouTube, and it's the quartering streams I do with him, because he pays me. Those are my main pay my bills. Rumble income helps, and Rumble income was more than Twitch was, but it's not enough to pay my bills at this moment. X, same thing. It's like I can cover like my grocery bill with my X income, X account, Twitter. But yeah, so anyway, I'm not losing sleep over the Twitch thing. I knew I was going to get banned there anyway. I knew it was just a matter of time. So yeah. X trolling doesn't pay. It pays some. That's a thing, but it doesn't, like, lately I've been, my average payouts have been like $350 every 2 weeks on X. So it's not a lot, but I'm grateful for it. So, hey, used to I was tweeting on there for nothing. I think in order to actually make a lot of money on X, you have to be handpicked. You got to be handpicked, or Elon Musk wants you to have his baby. That's how you make a lot of money on X. So, I don't make a lot on X. Frankie, I cut my hair like 2 months ago. Look, I ain't gonna deal with this complaining about my haircut. I cut my hair like 2 months ago. I put on extensions. I'm done wearing extensions. I don't want to damage my hair. I'm gonna let it grow gracefully. I understand if you don't like it. You don't have to like it. But this is what I'm working with, and I can't do a dadgum thing about it. It will grow. A haircut now is a glow up later. I'm wearing my hair natural. The curls are going to be luscious and wonderful, but I cannot force my hair to grow right now. So you're going to have to deal with it. Thank you. Also, I do want to say now on YouTube, I did have to do from my last stream, I did have to do an anti-bullying course. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate it. I'm trying to learn how to, because I just was letting my hair do its natural thing with the diffuser, and then but like my bangs area was going so crazy, so I just have to shape it and then dry it, and then I'm okay. But otherwise, it's like looks like a gigantic mess. It's tough. Hair grows back so tall. Exactly. Yeah, it's just like it'll grow. So anyway, what I was saying is I did have to go do an anti-bullying course on YouTube. I will say I'm not super mad at it because here's why. YouTube actually gave me a timestamp of what the issue was, and YouTube wasn't mad at me for saying slurs. YouTube didn't like it that I was calling somebody names, which was one of the viewers, if you guys remember. And I think that's fair because here's why. Now, when I do stuff like this, and I was like really a firecracker on that last stream, but when I do, I just sometimes have to remind myself, not everybody on the internet can detect smack talk or what do you call it? Like giving someone crap where it's just like, you're not actually vindictive when you're calling them names. You're not actually meaning it in a vicious way. You're just like smack talking a little bit, right? That's what I was doing with that person. Because obviously because that person was like, carnivore diet doesn't work. I'm like, so then I like popped off and started calling him names because he was citing because he was like World Health Organization simp. So it's just like, look, I disagreed. I called him some names as just to like be lighthearted about it. But it's just like, if he didn't know that, I would be upset. I would be sad because I don't want him to think that I say him. I don't know if it was a girl or guy, but this person, whoever, I forgot their username. But if they are watching right now, I want them to know that while obviously I did disagree, but I was just poking fun. Like, that's the thing when I'm online and I'm using these and I'm like saying these things or calling people a slur or this or that. It's always in lighthearted fun for the most part. I say always, 99% of the time. There's always every once in a while it's not, but almost every time it's just lighthearted. Like, I'm a gamer. That's how we talk to each other. But anyway, so it's just, or at least used to before our gamers got like all soft. So that's what I meant. Like, so I do understand why YouTube didn't like that. I will give them credit that they weren't making me do the anti-bullying course because I said slurs. It's because I directed it at a person in the chat. And they didn't know that it was just lighthearted. So it's like, okay. So I did take that anti-bullying course. It was funny. Also, because everybody decided to have it out for me in that same weekend, because that's when that happened. What was that, weekend before last? I'm telling you, I just had every boom. I just had everybody coming after me at once. So I also had someone claim a false copyright strike. Here, they might do it again, which would be hilarious because I'm going to show you guys what they claim the copyright strike for. And YouTube, at first they were just like, nah, dog, nah. At first they kept doing that. Well, then they just took his copyright strike, so that video is taken down, but I'm in the middle of an appeal. But by the way, okay. So this I don't know if you guys remember this video or have seen it. It's still up on Rumble, but it's not up on YouTube. Can I just share a Can I not share a Oh, here it is. An image tab. This video. This is the Dead by Daylight video when I was talking about the transgender character and how obviously as a Christian I am against transgender ideology because I believe, as per the Bible, that it is demonic and that it is hurting society. So I use this video to talk about that. Now, in this video, here is this screenshot. I don't know if some of you guys remember, if you saw the video or not. There was a fan art, which this is, where they took the character out of the game, right? They took the character model out of the game, and then they made a fan art with it, and they said, throw knives at transphobes or something like that. And I was reacting to it. And then I took his fan art, and I cropped it, and I edited it, and I made many changes to it, and I did this thumbnail. Well, now the creator of this fan art put a copyright claim on my video. So the video is now down on YouTube. It's still up on Rumble, but they took it down on YouTube and they put a strike on my channel. So they let me counterclaim it or whatever it is. What do you call it? Appeal it. But the appeal won't completely go through until a couple more days or so, a few more days. So until then, the video is staying down. I still have a strike on my channel. So what I had to do, right? And this is what's freaking dumb about it. It's like, this is not even an original artwork. Now, even if it was an original artwork, I still, under fair use, am allowed to react to it, and I'm allowed to edit it and put it in my thumbnail with my changes to it to promote my video where I was reacting to said fan art. But this isn't even an original art. This is a character model from the game, and then they're trying to copyright claim me like that was their... It was ridiculous, right? So anyway, I'm in the middle of waiting for that copyright strike to go away because that false claim. I had to go through all these legalities because now it's a legal thing. When somebody does a copyright claim, it turns into a legal issue. So you have to formally, formally address it, as in this person can sue you. So I sent all of that. So they have a few more days to show YouTube that they are going to, if they don't show YouTube in a few more days that they are taking legal action, then YouTube will restore the video and take the strike down. So that was the last, they got a few more days to do whatever that, to either do something or don't, right? So yeah, again, it's like everybody came after me in the same weekend. So I had to deal with this crap. But there's no way that this is not getting restored because it all falls under fair use. Yeah. So that video should be back up on YouTube in a few days. So yeah, that was that. You should get a lawyer on retention. Yeah, I've got this law firm that I've worked with in the past that I've had on retainer. So if I need to, I can continue with them. But yeah, other than that, no issues from YouTube. But it was just like, oh my goodness, I had all that. Had some, yeah. Anyway, that's done. I'm not fussed over the Twitch ban. Twitch is just like a very degenerate platform right now. And it has been for a while. And also, I don't feel good about my presence on a platform that is populated with a bunch of groomers on it. And these groomers are these women with OnlyFans accounts who are promoting their OnlyFans accounts by streaming, because then they have their links in their description, their link trees that have their OnlyFans on it. Meanwhile, they're on Twitch streaming to audiences as young as 13 years old and promoting their links to children. It is predatory. These are groomers. These whores that Twitch allows to stream on these apps are groomers, and it should not be allowed, but it is. So it's just like I'm totally happy with not having a presence on that platform, because I don't want to support a platform or send people over to a platform where they have actual groomers and predators on there. So to heck with Twitch. So that's that. How am I doing on Instagram? I mean, I do fine on Instagram. My reels get a lot of views, but I don't really make money on there. Instagram, I just do that for fun. There are like paid subscriptions on Instagram, but I don't promote those because I don't do any like sub-only content on Instagram. I've had a couple stories where I posted like a tattoo work in progress on there, like this one and this one, I think. But that was a long time ago. But yeah, so Instagram, I really enjoy Instagram because I love using stories. I've been posting Instagram stories almost every day for years now. It just feels like a journal or something. So I do use Instagram a lot. And my reach is great on Instagram with reels, but when I'm not in Instagram jail, I have been in Instagram jail before. And it kind of stalls my reach when that happens for like 3 months at a time. So yeah, I've spent a few months in Instagram jail. I am not removing my tattoos. I love my tattoos. And yeah, why would I go through the pain and the expensive process of removing tattoos when I like them? Makes no sense. But you don't have to get tattoos if you don't like them. That's fine. All right, let me go ahead and get some of these super chats. I feel bad because I've just been leaving people hanging. All right, so we've got Andrew. Thank you so much for the 50 Wombo tip. Wishing you a blessed stream, Melanie. I pray God comforts you with his love every day. Also, if you haven't already, I highly recommend adding the band Judicator to your Spotify playlist. They're a Christian rock band and they're amazing. That sounds so familiar. Let me see if I've heard their music before. Judicator. I don't know. Maybe I haven't, but that does sound familiar. All right, I will have to try that out. Neck tat one day. I've wanted a neck tattoo for so long, but I just try not to give my family heart attacks because I'm the only person in my family who has tattoos. So like I've tried to slow down and not get any. It's been a bit. It's been like over a year, I think. No, it's been like a year and a half or something. I don't know. Somebody probably knows this more than me if they can have a better memory of time. But yeah, the last one I got was this. I was going to try to be done, but I would like some flowers or something here on this shoulder, just on the front of the shoulder. I just think that would be, because I don't want to do a whole sleeve, but I think that would help balance this out. And then maybe get some filler and turn this into a half sleeve, like filler pieces. We'll see. I don't have anything absolutely planned, and I'm probably gonna like not do any neck tattoos, even though I've always wanted like flowers on either side. But I'm trying not to go too crazy. Oh, your sister already had 3 and you got yours, so your fam had no issue. She already paved the way. That's funny. No, I only have tattoos on my arms. Just funny. I can't really think of anywhere on my like torso or legs where I would want any tattoos. Like I thought maybe like a little rib one, but it's just like I just nobody I'm the only person who really sees most of like I'm not a fan of leg tattoos in general, but like I don't show these parts of my skin for the most part, maybe like a little crop top, but not that much. So it's just like I don't see why I would need to get any other tattoos where I'm just like completely covered anyway. But I don't know. I do love tattoos, so I ain't even gonna lie. I love them. But they can be very addicting. So I've it's been a while since I got one. No face tattoos. No worries. I don't want any face tattoos. Push-ups, hair looking on point. Thank you. I'm getting used to it, but I really just want to grow my curls healthy. So I'm going to try my best to just have fun with it where it's at right now. No more extensions because I don't want to damage my hair. No bleaching it. Yeah. No more cutting it because I do want to grow it. But yeah. But thank you. That's so nice of you. AVJR with the 1999 says, "Hey, Gothic said hi to you. I met her for the first time at Beverly Hills on April 27th for the Walkaway event. Tomorrow I'm going to meet Brett Cooper for the first time at Irvine. Do you want me to say hi to her for you?" Yes, please do. I love that. Gothics and Brett Cooper are both great. Hold on, like catch up with regular chat because I want people to know I look at regular chat too, not just the supers. Camelot, how's it going? Camelot only wears crop tops. This is true. That's hilarious. Oh, someone said I froze. Am I froze for everybody or just JR? Cool shirt. Thank you. I am. Well, I was a big Blackpink fan, but nowadays I'm just kind of well, they are reuniting for a tour thing, but like they're kind of focusing on their own solo stuff now, and out of their solo stuff, I really just like I'm not like super obsessed with any of the solo stuff for the most part. But one thing I don't like is Lisa right here. She's gotten super popular in the US, and I don't know, I think she sold her soul or something for fame because she just turned full on like stripper almost. It's like dadgummit. Like all of her stuff now is just it's just so weird because when they were like just doing regular Blackpink stuff, for the most part, it was pretty it was pretty modest for the most part, relatively speaking, but it's just like now she's constantly doing these stripper dances and grinding on these gay dudes or her backup dancers and stuff, and they have her in these like little underwear looking outfits all the time ever since she got more famous. And I don't know, it felt demonic to me. Like it felt like I think she sold her soul or something because it's like I don't know. They just usually with like a lot of K-pop girls, they keep that like with Korean culture and stuff is a lot more modest, even though I wouldn't call like all the K-pop girls modest, but like for Christian standards, but for like the world standards, yeah, like they're not they have a lot more strict rules with that kind of stuff. So it's just crazy to see once Blackpink got, globally famous, then all of a sudden Lisa started doing these stripper stuff. It's like stripper dances and dressing more and more naked. It's like, what is going on? So I would say now, I mean, with the other girls, Jisoo, she has really been the most she is more popular in Korea. So she has stayed more modest and she's more down to earth. She's the most down to earth Blackpink member, in my opinion. I mean, it's pretty objective, even not even just my opinion. So yeah, she has definitely been more modest and wholesome-y out of all of them. But I would say even Rosie, she's fine. Like, I haven't seen anything slutty from Rosie. Jenny here, she was like, I keep switching who my favorite Blackpink member is, but Jenny has kind of gotten a bit, she's gotten a bit more like artsy, I would say, but kind of so venturing in a little bit of weird, which I'm kind of fine with that. But she's also got a bit urban with some of her solo music, which is fine. It's not like particularly my thing, but I don't really have. I will say one thing with Jenny and with Lisa that I don't like is so much of their music now is just, I'm amazing, I'm the best, I'm rich, everybody wishes they were me. It's just like that gets on my nerves after a while. And I know it's very popular in pop music. It's very popular in like rap music and stuff like that to be like, look how rich I am, look how hot I am, look how everybody wishes they were me, dunking on the haters. And it's just like, it gets old after a while. It's like, okay. And I feel like Jenny's been leaning a bit into that too. Lisa especially does a lot. And so I've kind of like not been a huge fan of their solo stuff as much. Rosie's cool. I like her. But I'm just not a huge fan of her music style. Jisoo, she is just adorable and sweet, and I like her too. But again, I still like their I like their Blackpink songs better than their solo songs. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the future of them. I think that a lot of them are focused so much on their solo careers that we probably won't see a whole lot from Blackpink anymore, which is fine. I'm kind of like into some other groups, K-pop. It's funny, like I'm nerding out about K-pop, which I don't talk a lot about on social media, but I do like K-pop. I mostly listen to metal, but I love K-pop music videos. I just want K-pop, J-pop. So yeah, I like to watch those music videos. Now, I was like really, really liked ITZY's music and all that, but their stuff's been kind of lame lately. So yeah. Anyway. Anyway, that's that. But yeah, still got my Blackpink shirt on. I mean, I would love it if they actually came out with some new music and it was good, but yeah. All right, let's go and get some of these super chats. Sure call. What's up, Joan? Thank you. Lance Finn with the 5 gifted Go Boom memberships. Thank you so much. You're so amazing. I really appreciate it. What is that, Jisoo? Oh, that's her name. Jisoo. That's what Deconstruct on Rumble said. It's spelled Jisoo. She's adorable. I really like Jisoo. Thoughts on feminism? I think it's gotten out of control. Like, It's just gotten crazy. It's turned into a lot of man hating unless a man pretends to be a woman. It's like feminism isn't doing what it's supposed to do. That's my thing. Is like, if feminism is made to help women and stand up for women, then why are all these feminists supporting these men pretending to be women? These should be the first people standing against this madness. Men trying to hijack women, who we are. It's insane. Infiltrating our spaces, this and that. And so it's like feminists that support these deranged, perverted men who are trying to pretend to be us. It's just wild that's why feminism is just dumb, because it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. It's like, do your freaking job. You got one job. Look out for women in society, and you ain't even doing that right. See, this is why movements that just are not biblically based, anything that is not founded in Christian, but actual Bible foundation, it's just will always devolve into madness. Always. Because it's got like a foundation of sand and yeah. So yeah, it's dumb. All right, so let's see. We've got Push-Ups with a $2 says, does anti-bullying mean I'm safe from Melanie Mad? For now. If y'all know, y'all know. I did pop off on push-ups on a stream last year and a half ago? Yeah. But we're good. We're friends. But yeah, I got mad at him on a stream once. And I made it known. I can't even remember why. I think it was just he was joking around and I was just like annoyed. I was just like, not today. Worked on my last nerve that day, but it's okay. It's okay. We are friends. Happens sometimes. You argue with your friends. Sometimes your friends get on your nerves and you like pop off and then you apologize. Yes, you remember. It was from Tomb Raider. I was streaming Tomb Raider 2. Wait, what? Who you get mad at? That doesn't sound like you. Sometimes. Got mad at push-ups. Oh, was he backseat gaming me? See, that does make me mad. Oh, I think I remember. I can't remember if it was backseat gaming or he was joking around of like, why is it taking you so long? Haven't you done this before or something like that? But it's just like, oh, that I was popping off because I was like, I'm not going to remember 100% of everything of every Tomb Raider game. Sometimes I'm going to forget some things or I'm going to get lost every once in a while. It happens. But yeah, I don't like backseat gaming. That will make me mad. Oh, and donkey on tank controls. If anyone who hates on tank controls, I'll get mad. I will get mad because tank controls on Tomb Raider are superior. You just need to freaking get good. All right, we got Dan Halen with a 5. You just got to make sure the viewer is a 5-year-old autistic kid. Then you can call him a bundle of sticks and make $500,000. Dude, first of all, that kid was probably not 5. I don't give a crap, even if he was. The kid tried to steal from the lady. We know good and well, as Matt Walsh said, this wasn't the first time that kid heard the N-word. It wasn't. Because black people say it constantly. And my take on, if this word is a cruel word or a crude word, well, if you can't, it either is or it isn't. You can't say it's okay for some people to say this word, but not others. So if you have normalized it within society for Black people to say the N-word, then you've already nullified the harshness of the word, and everybody is allowed to say it. So if people have a problem with the N-word, then nobody is allowed to say it. But if you support Black people saying it, but if a white person says it, you want to ruin their life? I don't think so, dude. My take on the situation, that little kid was stealing from her, and he looked way older than 5, but even if he was 5 is plenty old enough to know better. And if someone is stealing your stuff, sometimes you're going to have a knee-jerk reaction. She didn't deserve to get canceled over her reaction when she didn't hit the kid. She didn't hurt the kid. She just like... So she called him a word. None of this would ever happen if he didn't steal her stuff. So at the end of the day, this became a free speech issue, and it became a cancel culture issue because some moron decided to film her and try to ruin her life over a moment of frustration where she said a word. So people who supported that campaign were like, hey, you know what? You can't cancel her. So that was the principle of it all. That's my take on it. So it's just like, I don't care that she said the N-word. I really don't give a crap. It doesn't bother me one bit that she said the N-word. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I don't remember people it being popular to say the N-word. I don't remember Black people even saying it, at least from my memory. It was just, oh, that's a mean word, just call somebody. So nobody was saying it, and that's how I knew of the N-word. That was it. Well, and that was fine. But whenever it's like, oh, now we're going to add this word to music all the time, and Black people are going to say it constantly. Okay, well, then you already made the word not a harsh word anymore. JR says, nah, Black people said it back then. Maybe they did. I just don't recall it. I grew up on military bases, so I was around other Black kids and stuff. None of the Black kids I recall ever said that. But that's just my experience. But anyway, I don't give a crap if people say the N-word. Until nobody says it, then everybody can say it. That's my take on it. You can't, because people are using it as a control situation. It's all about control, and it's all about trying to have power over people. And so they're trying to have power over white people by saying, by the way, we're going to put this word in all these music and all these songs, and if you sing the lyrics to it, you're going to lose your job, which I have actually seen happen. People losing their jobs over typing lyrics of a song because it was the N-word in it. So you can't do that. That's just them trying to have power over people. It's the principle of it all. You can't tell people that, hey, I can say this word, but you can't. No, I don't think so. We live in a free country. This ain't the UK. So yeah, the little brat shouldn't have been stealing. That's my take on that situation. Jean Christoph, hi! Thank you so much for the $2.79 super sticker. Great to see you here. He is a long time member of the community. Used to be a mod back when I was on Twitch. Thank you so much. TCK911 with a $9.99 says, I started exercising so that you won't call me fat anymore. Bravo! I love it. That's amazing. Ayov says, love your curly hair. Thank you. I'm excited to embrace it natural, which I'm really hoping I don't have a moment of weakness and start straightening it again. I'm trying my best. Just to embrace it natural right now so that the curls can really come back and be popping. Because let me find, I have a picture just to show you guys how a curly hair routine, like the more you stick to it and don't damage your hair with heat or bleach or anything, how it will make your curls pop. I had a picture, and also like cutting off damage helps. So my big chop will ultimately help in the long run. As it's, I saw a lady on TikTok who said it great. A haircut now is a glow up for later. So it's like sometimes you gotta do a big chop, and it'll be worth it because then you'll have healthy hair. You went at least 6 months, so I was straightening it last time. Yeah, I thought I went a year. I thought I went a full year without straightening it. Maybe not, but at the very least, I went. If I did go like a year, I only straightened it maybe a couple times tops. Like I went a long time without straightening it, and my hair got so healthy. And then I ruined it with bleach, so that sucked. Okay, let me show you guys this picture. Hold on, let me save it. Because I want to show you just the difference of when you have curly or wavy hair and you can tell the damage versus not damage and you take good care of it. That's why I'm really trying to go a long time without straightening it. So look. Where is, let me find the, okay. So here I have a picture, just to show, look at the hair difference. This was when my hair was bleached and I was straightening it a lot and I tried to wear it natural again, and see how like the wave pattern was way looser. And so this was after I went a few months, or this was after a big chop. First I cut my hair short. I went a bit without no bleach, no anything. And then I cut my hair short and then I grew it out. This was a few months of growing it back out. And see how the curls are way better? So it's just like a massive difference. So yeah, I did the big chop now. Cut all the bleach damage out. So once it grows out, I can have it nice again like that. But yeah, that's that. That's the thing, is like anybody who has curly or wavy hair knows it's tough. Sometimes you love the curls, sometimes you wish you didn't have them. And then, yes, look, Rebel Penny says your hair is naturally curly. I'm so jealous. See, that's the thing, is a lot of times girls with curly hair are like, man, I wish my hair was straight. And then girls with straight hair are like, I wish my hair was curly. It's funny how that goes. Funny how that be. But I'm going to try my best to not straighten it for a long time and just like wear it natural, let the curls get healthy and spring up again, because my hair is healthiest when I do that, and it's softer and all that stuff. So that's the goal. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up with chat. Oh, you got wavy hair, but you're a dude? Well, guess what? Who else does? Jason Momoa, and it looks great. So that's awesome. Do people still get perms? Some people do. I saw a video on TikTok of this girl who got a perm, and it looked really good on her. Not gonna lie, it actually looked really good on her, but perms can be very damaging. Do girls really don't wash their hair for several days? Yuck. Depends on the hair texture. If you have like really coarse hair, you don't have to wash it every day, and you probably shouldn't, because I have coarse hair. So, but when it's short like this, I've been washing it like every other day. But when my hair is long, yeah, I could stretch out those wash days to like once a week, because my hair is coarse and dry, so it doesn't get greasy. I actually had to add a lot of hydrating products in it. So Yeah, it's not just because someone doesn't wash their hair every day doesn't mean they're not bathing every day. But you don't have to. That's the thing is, if you have fine or silky hair, then yeah, you're gonna want to wash that every day. Otherwise, it's gonna get greasy. But people who have coarser hair textures, yeah, if we wash our hair every day, it's just gonna dry it the heck out. Why would you say this about Jason Momoa? Oh, I like the Godzilla icon though, not gonna lie. Oh, that's the all out monsters attack one, ain't it? But unless I saw sufficient evidence, I'm not gonna believe that about Jason Momoa. The hair looks nice. You're letting the black coloring wash out. Yeah, I mean it's fading a bit, but I'm not gonna keep dyeing it jet black. I think I'm just gonna stick with like dark brown, which like my natural hair color is dark brown, but I might keep it slightly darker than natural. We'll see. But right now I'm just like leaving it alone. Elsa says, I've got Brittany Venti curls. I'm not even black. Oh my goodness, her curl pattern is gorgeous. So beautiful. And it's funny because she complains about it. And it's like, why? I remember being on Simcast with her once, and she was like, she said I would rather have hair like anyone else on the panel than mine. And it's like, why? Her curls are so nice. She's got like a nice tight curl pattern. I've got like some parts are curly, some parts are wavy, but it's like bigger, like a big what you call it, spirals. That's why when it's shorter, it's not as curly as when it gets longer because it's our bigger spirals. But yeah, she's got like those smaller ringlets. They're so pretty. You have become a new fix on Fran Drescher. Wait, Fran Drescher? Ain't that the Fran Drescher? Isn't that the show? She had a show? Yeah. The Nanny. I'm telling you, she is one of the hottest women. I remember watching her on The Nanny, and her outfits were always so on point. And that girl was blessed with her physique. Gorgeous, gorgeous woman. But yeah, when I was a kid, I loved seeing her different outfits. My mom would watch a show, and I would just, yeah, I was obsessed with her outfits. And I just thought she was so pretty. You know, she had that voice was kind of crazy. But yeah. Yay, Jay's coming to Texas! Hooray! Maybe I can actually catch you here this time. Let me know. All Out Attack is one of the best movies. Oh, it's so good. So good. I know Brittany hates her hair, and I think it's insane because her hair is so gorgeous. Yeah. Just shows sometimes you can have it all and still not get it. She has it all. Oh, Lilybug says, any idea on how to take care of Irish curls? My hair's curly underneath and straight on top. Mine is straighter on top than the underneath too, but it still has some curl on top, but it's like a lot curlier on bottom. I would, if you're wanting to embrace, like, I don't know how straight is it. If it's like super straight on top, then I'm not sure how you would. I would look on TikTok and look search for like how to style Irish curls. I'm sure there's some really good videos on that. But if you have at least some curl pattern on the top, get some layers so that you can see more of the underneath. I will look up like the unicorn cut, for example, because that is perfect. Nice layers for, but it depends. Like I'd have to see if it's super straight on top, then it's not gonna have the same effect. But yeah. You thought Brittany Venti was white? Isn't she white and black? Okay, hold on. I'm like catching up with chat. Does Venti still make content? I don't think she does. I know she's been on Twitter a little bit more than because she had a break where she wasn't posting at all. And so I've seen her post a little bit on Twitter. But I don't think she's actually making content again. I think she's retired from it, but I don't know. Okay, let me go ahead and get back to some super chats. We got, did I get this? I can't remember. Elson Barrett gifted 5 Melanie Mac Go Boom memberships. Thank you so much for that. You're amazing. Everybody, if you got a Go Boom membership, you can check out my members only videos. I need to make a new one. Chris Rubio with the 5 says, I finally found a blackberry Dr. Pepper. It's really good. Doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper's. Would totally recommend to those who don't like Dr. Pepper. I love the blackberry Dr. Pepper Zeros. Love them. But I'm finding that they're harder to find now. I think they're phasing them out. But yeah, that is probably my favorite flavor. Push-ups with a 2. I was pointing out how much you suck at Tomb Raider. That was that. You were being a jerk. Because that's the thing is like when you're streaming and you're like catching up with chat and this and that, then yeah, especially like myself, like I'm getting distracted and stuff. And so it's like, oh yeah, back to this. Oh yeah, back to this. I need to find my bearings. Chris Rubio says, I sent that last super chat and immediately got a Facebook message. Hello, dear, from your private account. How should I troll them? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I don't know. We need to, how can we troll them? I don't know. We'll see if chat can help. But yeah, it's like I get that happens so many times where people make fake accounts on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and then people are like, "Hey, is this your new private account? Is this your?" I just want to let you know. It's like I can't do anything about it. I can't stop these people from doing this stuff. So I just have to have you guys trust that my official accounts are my only accounts. I don't do this. Oh, hey, here's a private account. And if I ever made a private account, why would I add people I don't know IRL? That makes no freaking sense. So don't fall for those scams. If somebody sends you, if any creator, not just me, sends you says, hey, this is my private account and I'm adding you on it and you don't know them IRL, they're a scammer. Because why would someone make a private account to talk to somebody they don't know IRL? These people are just the worst. You're talking to a Pajit. Oh, you should say, don't redeem it. Because you know that's what the freaking person on that account is. Billy, when are we getting a GoFundMe for the F words? I swear I should have, if I would have started a GoFundMe back when Twitter banned me when I said my favorite slur like 2 years ago. then I could have got $1 million. Heck. Done. Do not redeem it. Don't redeem it. You'll be back with this. Okay, I can't wait. That's funny. Aaron Swain with a $4.99, but Melanie, they're taking that word back, you know? That's hilarious. Yeah, let's think. Oh, we're taking it back. Okay, if y'all are taking it back, then everyone can say it. Because, like, look at what happened with the B word. I don't say cuss words, or I would say it, but bitch. Like, everybody says that now. And it's like, that it was known as a slur against women. And technically it still is, but nobody gets offended anymore because it's just like, oh, well, everybody says it, whatever. Notice it wasn't hey, only women can say this and nobody else. No, everybody who uses curse words for the most part says it. You can't say, oh, by the way, I can say this, but you can't. We're reclaiming it, so they can't claim it, something like that. And I'm just going to say, like, I don't like vulgarities. And some people will, like, come after me, call me, like, say, oh, you cuss like a sailor because I say faggot. But it's just like, I don't even consider that a vulgarity. It wasn't. It's something everybody said freaking back in the day. And also, what does it mean? Bundle of sticks? How is that a vulgarity? It's not. I'm over it with these people that want to police speech. Also, I heard that term first was applied to women, like burn the witch. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that. So it's like, freaking stay mad. People ain't going to tell me what I can't say. It's the principle of it all. Okay. Caleb Cervantes with a $5 says, I have a good cosplay idea from Expedition 33 for you to go with the hair loon. Yes, that's the thing. I would love to do a loon cosplay. By the time October rolls around, my hair will be closer to her length, which hers is like here. So I could. My thing is, I just don't really feel. I feel like it would be a lot of work to create my own. So hopefully by then, they will. There will be some sort of cosplay company that will already have a costume that you can buy. So I would definitely buy a loon cosplay. That would be so fun. And I love her character. She is amazing. I love Loon. Also check out Psalms 91, 1 through 2. This psalm was one of my dad's favorites. Okay, let's check it out. Psalm 91, 1 through 2. Those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. This I declare about the Lord. He alone is my refuge, my place of safety. He is my God, and I trust him. Amen. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, let's we've got Aaron with the $9.99 over/under on the reason for GTA 6 getting the 2026 release being because there were too many woke elements and they're gonna try to correct course before the public gets a hold of it. We'll see. I personally am not interested in that game, but I can understand why some people would be. I never really was huge into GTA. I played 5 and I thought it was fun. But yeah, I can see how people would like that game. Or those games, I should say. So, Trybeard with a 5. Hey Mel, would you like to run a morning commuter show? I set one up with LFR family. It's working out very well. DM me if interested. Honestly, my bandwidth, I just don't have the time to do a morning commute show. I'm already on with the quartering twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Rumble. And then I have my stream once a week here. And then I have my Go Boom channel to manage. And then I've been a little bit like on a break and not I'm still doing the streams, but I've been on a little bit on the break on the Bible channel. I'll be back in June for the Bible channel, where I'm about to have daily content on the Bible channel. So check out Bible Time with Melanie Mack on YouTube and on Rumble. But I still have to update the uploads on Rumble. But on YouTube, I have the entire Bible read there. And then when I'm back on the channel in June, I'm going to be having daily videos with devotionals, with Bible-based topics, which my last video there was a Bible-based topic talking about no one is good. You're not a good person. Nobody is. So I have a whole topic about that. I've talked about other things, but I'm going to have daily content on that channel starting in June. So I just really felt the call to put more attention on that channel and to let that be, so I feel pulled to make that my main focus right now. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that. We're going to see how that goes. But if it truly is God calling me to do that, then I'll see that. All right. So we've got Kala with the 5. Thank you so much. Keep slaying, Mel. Thank you, Kala. Also, what do you think of the Tomb Raider 4-6 remastered collector's edition? Okay, so there is a physical collector's edition right now that is with limited run games. I have to say, personally, as much as it pains me, I'm not getting it because I have a beef with limited run games. And it just sucks that they used limited run games. And I'm so torn on this because I want to support it for Tomb Raider, but I can't, in good conscience, buy things from limited run games for the most part. Now, I did get that handheld Switch thing, but I didn't know that was limited run games when I got it. Limited run games, they fired the community manager, who is my friend, because she followed conservative accounts, and some wildebeest guy in a wig who's pretending to be a girl made a fuss about it, and they fired her because she was following conservative accounts, and because she made a comment about how women's bathrooms, like, men shouldn't be in women's bathrooms or something like that. So yeah, sadly, it puts me in a position to where it's like, I really would love to buy that collector's edition, but I just don't want to support limited run games. But I'm not telling everybody else that they can't. I've just me personally, I just don't feel like I can. Push-ups with the 2 says, Venti was asking for prayer on Monday. I tagged you. Aw. Yeah, I will definitely be praying for her. Yeah, I don't see a lot of my ex mentions because I get a bunch of hate on Twitter, and so a lot of the mentions I do miss, sadly. So let's see. We've got Polar Skellington with the 499 2000s and 2010s best era music games movies. Fantastic era for music games and movies. I do agree. Skunks Workshop with a 10, showing some support from the team at Skunks Workshop. Where else can we donate instead of YouTube? Oh, thank you so much. I do have a Rumble account. Let's see, where else donations wise? Yeah, Rumble, YouTube. Oh, I need to make sure. Okay, speaking of Rumble, I do have a Rumble rant from Damien Mar UFO, who says, madness. Thank you so much. Thank you, Skunks. Let me see if I can. Skunks Workshop. What is Skunks Workshop? Skunks Workshop projects. Oh, a game development. It looks like an indie game development thing. How cool is that? Well, guys, to check out Skunks Workshop. Thank you so much, Skunks. JR with the 2 says, are you Team India or Team Pakistan in their war? I don't even know anything about it. I will say my natural instinct is to not be on Team India, but I don't know what it's about. I am completely neutral on this until I actually figure out what it's about. I just hope both teams have fun. Do not redeem it. Don't redeem it. A team not India. Not gonna lie, that is my my first reaction is, hey, whatever team isn't India, I'm kind of on that side, but I don't know. So I'm not on anybody's side. I have no idea. I don't know about, yeah. Okay, so Pakistan was behind some terror attacks against India, I think, and they sheltered bin Laden. Oh, yikes. Okay. Well, I'm not Team Pakistan. I'm not on either of their team right now, but if I don't know the situation, what happened? Did Pakistan have some sort of terror attack on India? If that's the case, then yeah, then I would be like, hey, that's messed up. Leave India alone. But I don't know. I don't know what happened, so I can't. I don't know. You found the Gingers Are Black video for me? Send me a link. Because yes, on the quartering stream, I told that it was me and Jeremy and Hannah Claire, and I told them, I said, gingers are black. Don't y'all know this? There's a video of a black lady who said gingers are black. And all the people in the comments were like, yeah, that's true. Oh, thank you. Let me keep my eye out for that, so we can talk about it on tomorrow's show. But yeah, gingers are black, if y'all didn't know. JR says, did you see the fat black woman statue in Times Square? It's kind of powerful, like Godzilla. Oh my goodness, I did. This is what's dumb about it, is it's like, you're going to put up a statue and it ain't even of a person. Like, it's just some black woman that's not even a real person, and it's just in t-shirt and jeans. Let me find it. I know Jeremy shared it, I think. Wait, the quartering. Here we go. Let me see if I can find it. It's like, why would you make a statue of just a random fat black woman in a t-shirt and jeans? Like, you made a whole statue over this? Like, what? This just shows it's just like, Matt Walsh made a good observation on this. It's just like, liberals just worship skin color. Like, that's it. This isn't for a specific cause. It's not for a specific person. It's just black woman. And notice, that's why when all these like woke companies try to portray black women too, they always do some like plain or ugly looking one. They don't make her attractive. They don't make her, and it's just like, for some reason they think that's offensive. I don't know why. So it's like, okay, if you're gonna make a statue of a black woman, why didn't you make it a nice statue to look at? Why didn't you make it a nice work of art? Why didn't you make a beautiful work of art? Instead, you just made a chubby black, not even, there's no, first of all, there's no actual artistic thing going on here. There's no style whatsoever. This just looks like hey, let's just do a boring, like, here's nothing like a big t-shirt, or a short but big t-shirt, some tight jeans, but like, there's no style, there's no artistic element, there's no beauty. It's just, hey, here's a black woman. And I don't know, I guess they're celebrating it. They're celebrating this ugly statue. Couldn't even make her pretty? It's weird. But yeah, that's just like, it's worship to them, I believe. Like, they have, it's gotten crazy. Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell he got canceled by the black community, and he's black, because he said, guys, we shouldn't be worshiping our skin color or something like that. I can't remember. He got a lot of backlash for that. It was insane. I don't get it. It's just, they just want to celebrate that black people exist. So weird. Makes no sense. It's like, okay. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's just wild. It has become a worship thing for them. All right. Okay. Brandon with a $5 says, I used to like GTA, but as a Christian who's more serious now, I can't stand how the advertising is all sex now. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, as a Christian, is difficult to play those games. Like, I personally have no desire to play those games. I'm not saying I'm not telling people what to play or not play, but I'm just saying, as a Christian, yeah, I just wouldn't feel comfortable playing any Grand Theft Auto games at this time, especially now. That does seem like more of a focus. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with it personally, but that is just me. I know. Why do they want people to be overweight? It's so weird. I think it's kind of demonic, this whole like celebrating fatness, because it's just like the Bible is against gluttony. And this is something that's being promoted. Alone Cowboy on Rumble with the $5. Your opinion on J bands, Japanese bands, Baby Metal, Atarashi, Gakko, and Maximum the Hormone. Any other K or J bands you recommend? Thanks. I like Baby Metal enough. I never listened to those other ones. I'm not sure if I've listened to those. Now, if you mean like actual J rock or J metal, I've listened to some Gojira, and then what's that other one, like Girugamesh or something like that. I'm not gonna lie though, most of like Japanese music or Korean stuff that I do listen to are of the pop variety, which is funny because I do like metal a lot better, but I like the music videos. They're so fun. Oh, Gojira's French? Why did I think that? Why am I getting them mixed up with Garugamesh? It's like Garugamesh or something like that. But Godzilla is Japanese, so it counts. JR with the 5. There's a good video about how terrible limited run games treats their employees and just has awful business practices. Don't support out limited run games if you can't. Yeah, I try to not as well because of how woke they are and what they did to my friend. Lucian on Rumble with the $10. You look absolutely radiant right now. So incredible. Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Let's see. We've got push-ups with 5. If you have Venti's number, maybe check in on her from her Twitter post. She seems to be in a pretty dark place right now. Well, I will definitely be praying for her, and I'll have to check in on her. That makes me sad to hear. I hope she's okay. I can't. That's the thing. Is like, yeah. Anyway, I'll have to check in before I make any assumptions. Chris, serious question: do you like mayonnaise? I don't really eat mayonnaise since I'm on the carnivore diet. You can make like carnivore mayo, I believe, with egg yolk and some like bacon grease and stuff like that, but I don't. Today I made chicken wings. Oh my goodness, they turned out good. You know what's funny? I went to the grocery store and I bought like a big, because I like to make a bunch of food at once to kind of eat on for the week, meal prep a bit. So I thought I got chicken thighs, but it was chicken wings. But they were like, yeah. Anyway, I thought I got chicken thighs, but it was chicken wings. So I cooked those up, but they actually were delicious. I like cooked them in the oven for a while. Where is it? It's not, the picture is not doing it. It's not focusing right, so you can't see just how good those were. Had a nice crisp on the skin. Oh, my mom called me. She doesn't, I don't think she knows I'm streaming. Oh, she doesn't know I'm streaming. She's just like figuring out what we're doing for Mother's Day. I'll have to call her back after stream. The fox says we was gingers. That's funny. Call her back. I'll call her back. Not on stream though. Put her on air. I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't think she would like that. Yeah. But I hope you guys have good Mother's Day plans and that you call your moms, spend time with your moms even better if you are able. Oh, Insta pic. Oh, I'll have to put that on my stories. I'll put the chicken wings on my stories. But yeah, the chicken wings I got, they were big. Like they're bigger than, you know, those normal chicken wings, especially if you get them frozen. And it's got like the little bitty drumsticks and the little wings. But no, these were big chicken wings. And they were cheap. I was like, it was like, what, $13 or something for enough wings to last me for like 4 days. I was like, oh, that's cheap. I thought it was chicken thighs though, but still, it's like, that's why I don't want to hear when people saying, oh, you can't eat healthy on a budget. Yes, you can. I guarantee you, I eat a million times cheaper. Well, not a million. I eat a bunch cheaper than fat people do. I don't want to hear it that, oh, I have to be fat because I can't afford to eat healthy, bro. Bro, they've been spending way more money on food than I do. 1,000%. Undoubtedly. Because they be eating too much. I got 5 pounds of chicken thighs for maybe $15. Exactly. Exactly. Chicken thighs are cheap. They're delicious. Put them freaking, it's easy. Get a cookie sheet, or what do we call it, a flat pan. Butter it. Put your chicken thighs or chicken wings on it, the big chicken wings. Get a paper towel. Make sure they're really dry. Season them. Preheat your oven to 350 and put those in there. Cook them until they're like nice and crisp. Might take like an hour or so, but make sure you got a nice crisp on them. Baking sheet, yes. And there you go. It's easy. Do it. You can eat for cheap and it's good. Way healthier than eating crap. Jared Haynes with the $1. Check out the game Captain Blood, a PS2 era looking game that was just released today with no marketing. Oh, interesting. Do I ever miss pastries? It's funny, I'm not particularly. I've never been a big pastry person anyway, for the most part. It's like with pastry, I like I don't even know what it's called. I forget. I'm not a big pastry person, so no, I don't miss them. I'm good. I really enjoy Carnivore diet. I think it's great. It's like if I really want something sweet, I will mash up some cream cheese and I'll put a little honey on it, raw honey. I don't eat that every day, but you know, especially if it's like a special occasion, my family members are eating cake. It's like, oh, let me just mash up some cream cheese and put a little raw honey on it. There you go. Works for me. A meat pie. Oh, I'm a big fan of heavy whipping cream. I'm telling you, it's delicious just by itself. Just so good. Oh, yeah, browned butter in a tray in the fridge. That's good as well. But I like the unsalted butter for that. Mom made some browned butter because my mom is back on Carnivore now. She made some brown butter, but I don't know what it is because like I've been carnivore for 5 years and I always ate salted butter, but for some reason after a while I feel like my palate is super sensitive now. So salted butter is too salty for me now. So I'm fine with it with like cooking with salted butter, but when I'm just eating butter by itself, I prefer unsalted now, which is funny because it wasn't like that for me for a while. But yeah, the past like few months or so, few months to a year, I just prefer unsalted butter now. We've got Cedric with the 20. Thank you so much. Did you hear about the Christian actor Neil McDonough? He refused to do a sex scene because he's a man of faith and loves his wife. Hollywood blacklisted him for a bit. I didn't know that, but that's amazing. Good on him for standing on his morals like that. I'm so sick and tired of people acting like, oh, well, it's an actor's job. What do you mean? It's their job. Like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. It's their job. It's like, no, there is something wrong with it. So good on him for being principled on that. Or whenever people are like, oh, you know, if someone's married, an actor is married and they do a kissing scene or a sex scene, it's like, well, it's their job though. It's not real. Huh? Well, then why is it that these actors are constantly running off with each other and getting married to each other or getting divorces and cheating on their spouses with each other? There ain't no way. If you're kissing somebody or simulating sex with them, that is an intimate act. Don't care what people say. Oh, it's their job though. Or like, if somebody is taking off their clothes and being a hoe on camera and getting naked on camera, they're a whore. Man, woman, I don't care. They're a whore. They're getting naked for money. Oh, but they're a professional. Oh, but it's their job. They're a whore. Then their job is being a whore. Like, I'm sick and tired of, but art. No, it's not art. It's just perversion. Freaking had enough of that crap. So good for him for refusing to do that. And it sucks that he got blacklisted from Hollywood, but Hollywood is perverted, run by a bunch of perverts, so it doesn't surprise me. Damien with the 2 says, Mel, never chatted here. Your hair looks baller. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You know one thing I'm trying to, because like, I'm not going to lie, I let some of the comments get to me and people complaining about my hair and I can't make it grow faster. But then it's just like, oh, I think it was somebody said in a comment, they were like, hey, just enjoy it. It might never be this short again. You might never have your hair this short again. So why not have fun while it's like this? Instead of feeling insecure about it, you could be like, oh, let me have fun while it's growing out and still have fun with it while it's short too. So that's what I'm going to try to remember. And you know what's crazy is like while I feel like this, I'm going to look back at pictures and videos from when it was this short and be like, why was I insecure about it? It was cute. You know, that always happens. But yeah, I got to stop letting comments get to me and stuff. Like, yeah, I can't let that happen. And plus, like, I get critical because I made a little video about it on X and talked about it a little bit, but like I've been on camera almost every single day for like 15 years now. So sometimes I be critical of myself, and yeah, it can affect your mental if you're constantly seeing yourself on camera every day. And then you're just like, it's like not every day are you going to look your best. Not every day. There's going to be some days where you're tired, or sometimes where it's just like, oh, you got a haircut you don't like as much as what it used to look like. Like that happens. So, like, yeah, it just helps to remember these things. Mars says, aren't you an INFP? Apparently, you types love getting in your own heads and beating yourself up over anything. Yes, I am an INFP. To a T, 1000%. Now, let me clarify. I'm an INFP-A. There's like two different types of INFP. Well, there is with all the personality types of these things, but A is assertive. So I am an assertive INFP. You have like the censor, or I think S, more sensitive. Now I am sensitive because INFPs, the personality type is pretty sensitive, but an assertive INFP isn't going to be as easily offended in this, that, and the other, right? And also, like, yeah, let me actually pull. What is the different? Let me ask Grok and see what his explanation is. I'm actually really big into the Myers-Briggs personality types because I do find it's really accurate, for me at least, the INFP. Let's see. What is the difference between INFP-S and INFP-A? Okay, so Grok says the difference between the INFP-S lies in the subtype distinction based on the turbulent versus, was it A? Or it was, yeah, okay. Turbulent versus assertive. See, I'm INFP-A, so I'm more assertive than INFP-S. Because yes, I'm INFP, which are very sensitive personality type, but I'm assertive though, so I'm not. So there is some difference there. So let's see. The INFP-A tends to be more self-assured, emotionally stable, and resilient to stress. They are less likely to second-guess themselves or dwell on criticism. You know, sometimes they do a little bit, but not as much as like an INFP-S. Let me look up INFP-S for a second. Yeah, see, they're more uncertain. They're not as confident. And they have a lot more anxiety with challenges and things like that. I don't. I'm more of like a bring it on type. And yes, I do have like situations where I'll overthink things, or like sometimes I'll go through bouts of depression, but I'm more assertive about it. I'm more of a like, oh, bring it on type personality when it comes to that. Like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of suffering right now, but I can handle it. I don't get where I feel like I'm drowning and I'm losing control. I feel like no matter what, it's like, no matter what, I can handle it. I'm always in that mindset of like, oh, I can handle it. I don't like it right now, but I can handle it. Yes, and assertives, the assertive INFP is more decisive and less affected by external opinions when it comes to decision making. That's true, because the INFP-S have a lot more self-doubt or fear of failure. I don't fear failure at all. I'm like, whatever, I've failed before. If I fail again, I can get through it. I don't care. Like, I bring it on, you know? And I am a pretty decisive person. Even when I look back at making decisions and things like that, that didn't, like, it's just like, oh, pick up and move across the country. Things like decisions like that is easy for me. I don't stress about stuff like that. Oh, okay, here, I'm going to make a move across the country. And I've done that before multiple times. Oh, let me move with only what I can fit in my car. Bring it. Oh, that sounds fun. I'm not an indecisive person at all. Emotional expression. While still deeply emotional, yes, I am. I don't even front on that. I am an emotional person. I just have control over myself. I'm not basket case helpless. Oh no, I'm drowning. Oh no, I can't do this. Like, no, I will be going through an emotional episode and I'll be aware of it, but I'm like, hey, it is what it is, but I'm not going to feel like I'm drowning. I can overcome it, and I will. So they may express their feelings in a more composed or controlled way. Exactly. I'm not gonna lose control. So emotional expression on the INFPS is their emotions can be more intense or fluctuating. They may be more affected by external circumstances. Yeah, I'm pretty in control of my emotions. So let's see. So an example, an INFPA might pursue their creative passions confidently, shrugging off setbacks or criticism with a belief in their path. Yeah, that's me. And then an INFPS might hesitate to share their creative work due to fear. Oh yeah, see, that's not me. An INFPS might hesitate to share their creative work due to fear of criticism but will pour their heart into it to align with their ideals. Yeah, see, me, I'm not. It's like I'll put out something that I make, a video or something like that, and it's like, even if it's an artwork or something, and if people don't like it, it's like, okay, like I don't ever regret. I'm not like, oh, I wish I didn't share that. Oh no, people don't like it. Oh no, I'm just like, oh, I made it. Let me put it out there. Some people are gonna like it or they won't like it. They might make fun of me. That's fine. Like I do pretty well with that, not gonna lie. So that's why when I tell people I'm INFP, sometimes they'll be like, really? They'll be confused, but I think it's because they are thinking of INFPS, but I am an assertive INFP. So yes, I'm a highly emotional person, but I have control over myself and I have confidence. Now, when I was younger, I used to not have as much confidence, so I might have been closer to the INFPS, but now I am more confident and I'm in control of myself. So I'm definitely on the assertive side. So yeah, I could talk about these personality types for days. I really find the INFPA very accurate to my personality. I got JR the 2. I wish you were bald, actually. No, don't wish that on me. Zachariah the 2. I'm not big on short hair on women, but it looks great. Thank you. Chris with a 5 says, your imposter went dark. I said, don't redeem it thing, but they thought they could handle being called a bundle of sticks. Let's go. Your hair looks great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, now I do think Enneagram stuff is sus. I've heard that the Enneagram is demonic, like a Zodiac type, which I'm not sure if that's true or not, but yeah. Let's see. Oh, you like the Big 5 inventory better than Myers-Briggs? Not me. Is the Big 5 the Enneagram? I didn't like Enneagram at all. And plus, yeah, I am sus of the Enneagram stuff. Myers-Briggs is really accurate for me. I can't speak for everybody, but I know it's super accurate. The INFPA result is very, very accurate for me. But yeah, I don't like personality. Yeah, because of this, like personality tests are mostly trash and some are based on demonic. That's the thing is I don't like as much as I do find that Myers-Briggs very accurate with me and stuff like that. I try not to dwell on that a lot because it's like I don't want it to be like a Zodiac type thing for me, where it's just like I don't like to put too much stake on these kind of things because I don't believe in the Zodiac and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I try not to dwell too much on that kind of stuff because at the end of the day, follow God, read the Bible, and apply it to your life. that was the thing I was just thinking about today, and I was kind of reflecting on, because I get a lot of questions from people on like my Instagram DM requests and this, that, and the other, of like, where they'll be like, hey, I just want to know if this was a sin, or I just want to know that was a sin, or this, and they ask for very, very specifics. And I don't reply to DM requests unless I reply publicly, because I personally have a policy where I don't do private conversations with followers, because there's just so many problems that could arise from that. And like, I just, for my own, I mean, it depends. Like on Discord, one of my prayer leaders, I have talked to her some. So there are like some exceptions, but for the most part, I don't, because also when it comes to talking with guys, I don't ever want to get in a position to where it's just like, even if I'm trying to just be supportive or something and give someone godly advice, I don't ever want anybody to get the wrong impression. And some people on the internet might get that, and they might think that is and I've seen this stuff happen where almost, I would say 99.99999% of all my followers are really chill, really awesome, but there are a very small fraction who kind of have an expectation, and an inappropriate expectation. And so if I were to have any sort of private conversation with them, even if it was just something about the Bible, they might take that as an excuse to like get too personal, right? I don't know. I'm just really careful with that stuff. We got Dynamite and Whiskey at the 199. Thank you so much. But yeah, I am a lot more lax when it comes to my female followers, because it's just like, and then plus, like, for example, I've talked to one of the female prayer leaders on my Discord server, because like, yeah, it's just, I know that she's not going to get the wrong impression, and I know it's just like, plus she's a prayer leader there, and she's really helped the community a lot with that. And so yeah, it's different. Plus, it's also like, I get, since I'm on social media a lot for what I do for like my work and stuff, I just don't, whenever I'm not doing that, I don't spend a lot of time with like conversations, like texting or things like that, because it's like, I need to unplug and recharge. I'm an introvert. It's like, I need to unplug and recharge. It's like, I do spend a lot of time interacting with people online every day, like with the social media stuff, and it's fun and I love it. But man, when I'm not doing that, it's like, I need to go in full cave woman mode. Like, I'm in my cave, I'm playing games, not texting, not doing all this, like very minimal. I need to have like recharge time that is not social at all. I need that. But yeah, anyway, the topic, I forgot. I kind of like went on a tangent. But a lot of people ask me things like, is this a sin or that a sin? I kind of wanted to dive into this for a video on my Bible channel soon. But I think that a lot of things that you might question, like, oh, okay, well, is this a sin or that a sin? Like, you can tell by the fruit of it, right? What kind of fruit does it produce? You know, sorry, I'm not crying, I got something in my eye. It's like, is there something that you are doing or watching? Is it producing negative fruit in your life? Well, that's a good indication that it's not good, because this is the thing, is sin is sin for a reason, it's not for no reason. It's not because God was like, oh, here, let me make some rules and this is a sin for no reason. It's like, no, it's a sin for a reason because it will hurt your life, right? So think about like why gluttony is a sin, for example. Well, look at what it does to your body. Yeah, that is the fruit of it, that you will see the fruit of sin in your life in a negative way. So yeah, you might think, why would eating too much food be a sin? That's crazy. Like, but I enjoy it. I'm treating myself, this and that. Well, look at the negative effects that results in your life. You're unhealthy. You're this, that, and the other. And so then things like, okay, watching porn, for example, I might be like, well, why is that a sin? Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have a wife or I don't have a husband. So like, what am I supposed to do? Well, look at what does watching porn do for you in your life? What is the fruit of that? First of all, are you able to watch porn and then right after pray to God and feel pure in his eyes? No, you're probably going to feel a little icky. If you're watching porn, you're probably going to feel a little icky inside. And what else can it produce in your life? It can produce the fruit of making you feel lonelier. It can actually make you feel lonelier. Or what if it puts you in a position to where because you are feeding that craving for intimacy with somebody, that you are doing those, that you are pursuing something that is negative with porn to try to fill that void of the lack of intimacy in your life. Well, that can in turn make it worse. It can make you even lonelier. It can make you, what if it makes you crave an ex who wasn't good for you? Because you are feeding that need for intimacy in the wrong way, that it puts you in a lonelier state. It puts you in a desperate state, so on and so forth. So it's just things like that. Or if you're just like, oh, well, what about this music? Or what about this, that? Well, think about, okay, how is it affecting your life? What fruit is it producing in your life? Does it make you feel farther from God when you participate in these things? And it's just that the closer that you get in your walk with Christ, the more discernment you're going to have with these things. So this is why I can't stress enough, read your Bible every single day. And what I find, and, because here's the thing is, as a Christian, a lot of people think that when I speak on these things, and when Christians speak on things like this, that it's in a way of saying, oh, well, we're Christians, that means we're better people than you. And it's like, no, we're not. The whole point of salvation is that we all need Jesus because we're not good and we can't be good on our own, and we need Jesus. So the difference between a saved person and an unsaved person is that they've been saved by Jesus Christ. And so, yes, as you walk with Jesus, you will see the fruit of that will be that you will not be living a lifestyle of sin. But here's another thing that I do want to draw attention to, and something that I have really learned a lot as I've been reading the Bible, I'm through my last Bible completion, and as I continue to read the Bible, is because I do feel like I got in a little bit of a mindset of works-based salvation for a bit. But here's the distinction to be made here. And so by saying that, hey, obviously the Bible tells us we're not saved by works. But there can be such an emphasis on that. Hey, but that also, don't let that be an excuse to live in sin either. But what's really changed my perspective a lot is that, hey, as you walk closer with God, and if God is truly the center of your life, and you are filled with the Holy Spirit, then you're not going to, then you're going to have discernment, and the Holy Spirit is going to give you discernment. So yeah, the fruit of that will be that you're not living a lifestyle of sin. So somebody who could say, oh yeah, I'm a Christian, but then they are, fornicating, and they are being promiscuous, or let's say they're participating in homosexual activities and things like that. It's like, if the Holy Spirit is dwelling in you and you are truly walking with Christ and he is the center of your life, you're not going to be able to live in those lifestyles because those separate you. That living in sin is going to separate you from God. It's going to separate your connection. Like, you're not going to feel that connection. So it just makes me question of like, are or it's like if that is the evidence, right? It's the evidence. So it's not that you are being saved because of your works by, oh, well, look at how I am celibate. Look at how I don't steal from people. I don't curse or this or that. It's not that those are not, oh, look at me, good job. Like, it's not that. That's not saving us. It's just, you're not, by not doing those things, it's just evidence that, hey, I am walking with God. And this is a fruit of that. This is a fruit of the Holy Spirit being in my life and the conviction because I can't. And that's one thing that you'll find as you especially read the Bible daily, and nothing will grow your faith more than that. I can't stress enough. Read it every single day with no excuses, because it's just like you're not going to accidentally fall off the path if you are walking with Christ. You're not. So it's just like you will feel conviction. You will. So yeah. So I can't stress that enough. But then I have, after my last Bible read through, it was very humbling for me, because it was like, for a bit there, I do feel like I was being a little too proud of myself over, oh, but I'm doing this, or I'm not, because look at how good I've been doing, but I'm celibate. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't do this sin. I don't do that sin. And I was being a little too proud of myself, instead of realizing that, hey, this is the fruit of being saved. This isn't something I need to be like, oh, look at me go. Like, look, obviously, yeah, we can look back and be grateful. Like, oh, look at how God changed my heart, right? But just know that it's not our doing. It is, glory belongs to God, right? So that was really humbling for me. And to say, and there's another thing is like, when it comes to, obviously we have like the big obvious things that we know are sin. But one thing that this last Bible read through made me realize too is that there are times that there are things that are sins that aren't as blatantly obvious. Like, there can be a thought that we dwell on that can be a sin of dwelling on our anger, for example. If we're mad at somebody and dwelling on that and thinking, oh man, well, I wish I could give them a piece of my mind and call them this or call them that or say this or that. And it's just like, oh wait, that's a sin. Like, there are things that we do in our life, and to say that a Christian will live sinless, completely sinless, is not true. And I was falling in the line of thought of, oh, but I'm not stealing. Oh, but I'm not fornicating. Oh, but to say that we will never sin. Oh, so you're never going to dwell on your anger. Oh, so you're never going to snap at somebody and things like that. So it's like, hey, so us Christians, we may not be doing a bunch of these big obvious sins, but to say that we will never sin, or to say that we never sin, that's just not true, because there are things that we do. There are thoughts that we dwell on. It can be so much as, oh, let me treat myself, so I'm just going to eat a whole bunch of junk food and hurt my body. That's a sin. That's gluttony. So it's just like, to say you never sin, it's not true. There are a bunch of and sins of the heart, of the mind, so yeah, it's been really humbling for me to think about these things and to think, okay, now obviously we should not condone sin in any sense, but it is humbling for me to realize and to learn that, hey, I do walk with Christ, and God has delivered me from a lifestyle of sin. And it's and all of that, but to say that, I never sin, it's just like, this is going to be, it's that battle of our flesh and spirit. That's something that we are going to have for the rest of our lives. And there's going to be times where it's just like, oh, I felt hate in my heart and dwelled on it and I shouldn't have, or said something out of anger and I shouldn't have. Or look how I acted a fool here. It happens. I mean, I see on social media and stuff how I freaking act a fool sometimes. It's like, so it's just been humbling to come to that reflection. So just something as a believer in Christ, one thing I want to stress is yes, we absolutely should speak out against sin and we should not condone it. But we also should be humble in the fact of recognizing that we are not saving ourselves and we can't, and that we will need to have a repentant heart for the rest of our lives for where we fall short, right? So that's been where my head has been at lately. Okay, let's see. We got Dynamite and Whiskey the 199. Thank you so much. We have push-ups with the tens. Is what I don't like about Inward Lady is that she says in her Gives and Go that she called the kid out for what he was. She actually thinks a child is an N-word. Call me a lib or whatever, but screw her. Honestly, I don't care that she said the N-word. I really don't. That's my take on it. If they stop saying it, and we can agree that, hey, you know what? Let's not, I think the kid was trying to steal from her. She reacted out of emotion. And right now we're in a situation of fighting for free speech and fighting against cancel culture. So I'm not mad at that situation. I don't think it's not like she went up to a playground and called a kid the N-word for no reason. So he was stealing. That's the word she used. It is what it is. It's just like I don't think that she should be canceled for it. I just don't. So yeah, at the end of the day, this has become a free speech issue and it has become an anti-white issue. And that's where I stand on it. Because yeah, people are asking me, well, as a Christian, we shouldn't be calling people's names. First of all, I don't think she's claiming to be one. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so I can acknowledge that as a Christian, it's not right to call people names out of malicious intent. But I think that there are some discussions to be had with this incident, right? And the principle on this incident, yeah, that is true. Jesus did call people names. So there are situations where it's not a sin. It's just like, are you calling out what the situation versus are you attempting to be cruel, right? You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, with this whole Shiloh situation, it's like, yeah, she's like, okay, he's acting like one, I'm gonna call him one. Honestly, I'm not mad at her for it. That's where I stand on that. I'm not mad at her for it. I think right now we live in a society that people are expecting white people to be apologetic just for being white and rules for thee and not for me. Hey, she called the situation as she saw it in that moment. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. I don't think she should have been canceled, and I'm not mad at it. So, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So, this is America, and I don't want America to turn in the UK where people can go to prison over hate speech. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. So that's my stance on that. Gamer for Life 514 the 5. What happened to your shirt? Jesus, my anti-drug that you wore in 2010. Goodness. I think that was like a shirt I got at Mardell or something, or Not of This World brand. How are you remembering this? I don't have it anymore. I wish I did. That's a throwback. Gail with the 199, God will help you. you'll feel convicted and change. Amen. That's so true. Uh, you still have your not of this world shirts and even some shoes, man. That was like not of this world was popping. I remember loving their stuff. River Miles with the 10 says Shiloh's only problem was not using the F slur with the in slur. If she did, I would have given her more money. There we go. That's just I know, and it's just like other Christians who kind of I understand where their heart is at, and I'm not mad at them for it. And I understand that where they're coming from a Christian perspective. But just from where I fall on this is because one can argue of look in situations where King David, for example, had to fight and actually kill people. And so we know that murder is wrong, but in his case, that wasn't murder. So it's just like this is where my stance is when it comes to that situation, for example, like that inward lady and all that, is it's just like, okay, we know that that calling people names out of malicious intent is wrong. But when it comes to this inward situation, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as this is a free speech issue. And the same reason why people try to come after me for saying faggot. Oh, but you shouldn't say that. Oh, but that's mean. Oh, but that's cruel. I don't say faggot out of malicious intent. I say faggot out of a free speech issue and out of I'm not going to let these corrupt, demonic people control me. And that is a method of control. And so to me, that's the battle that it is. So I'm not killing people. I'm saying a word. And I know my intentions when I say it is not out of malicious intent. It's not vindictive. It's not malicious. It's, I very much, first of all, I said it all the time, my whole freaking life almost, because everybody did. It was funny. So I'm not going to be at a point where people all of a sudden, oh, wait, you can't say that now. I don't think so. So yeah, there's some people who are Christians who want to tell me, oh, but you shouldn't say that. Oh, but that's not the Christian thing to do. Well, you can argue with King David for having to kill people. But it wasn't murder for him. And so again, when it comes to these things, it's not all... Just because somebody says a word that some people don't like doesn't mean they're being malicious or that they're sinning and saying it. So, yeah, I'm not going to let vile perverts control me and what I can say or can't say. So I understand if some other Christians that will not feel comfortable saying that word and they don't want to say it, then don't say it. But get out of my way and stop trying to hold me back from standing up against these corrupt and vile perverts. And why are they mad that I say that word? These perverts are, and I'm not calling the Christians who are misunderstanding the situation perverts. I'm talking about actual vile children of Satan, not children of God. Right? Why are they so mad that I say it? Because they want to normalize these activities, what the Bible calls an abomination. And they also are indoctrinating children into it, and so on and so forth. And so, yes, me using that word is shedding light. It is contributing to shedding light to how abominable these actions are and how perverted these actions are. And as we stand together and do these things, we are fighting against this perversion and this child grooming in the process. So at this point, that's where it's like I tell my brothers and sisters in Christ, leave me alone on this. Respectfully, leave me alone on this. because you may not feel compelled to fight for this cause, but I do. So I'm going to keep doing it. So that's my take. Fight for what? Fighting against the LGBTQ perversion that has corrupted society and that has been grooming children. I'm fighting against it all. And that's one reason why I say faggot. Because, hey, you know what? It's a word people don't like. But I am not going to downplay I'm not going to downplay or pretend like any LGBTQ thing is normal or okay. It's not. So yes, some people find that a harsh word. Well, that is a harsh activity. It's disgusting. It's perverted. So honestly, the word faggot isn't harsh enough to describe it. I am acting what I feel is in line with my beliefs and my faith in the Bible in calling out evil. And that is a word that I keep in my vocabulary and use to call out evil. And I don't get the problem that some people have with it. But that's me. If somebody doesn't want to say that, don't say it. I'm not making you. But get out of my way when I'm standing against these perverts. Get out of my way, because I'm going to keep fighting against this stuff. So yeah, that's my thought on that. But anyway, I really need to call my mom back and let her know. Like, she wanted to know what me and my brother and all that were planning on for our time with her for Mother's Day. Push Outs with it too says, bless you on the humility monologue. Someone clip it. Oh, thank you. All right, well, I need to call my mom back before it gets too late. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Yeah, it was good fellowship, and I really appreciate y'all. Yes, we're gonna go to a barbecue place because my mom's she's back on Carnivore as well. So we're gonna go get some barbecue. So I'm stoked. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me. What a wonderful stream indeed. I really appreciate y'all. I will be live again next week, and we'll see if I have any videos in the meantime. Definitely, we'll see. I'm figuring out my priorities. Bible channel is back in June. Daily videos on my Bible channel, Bible Time with Melanie Mack. So if you're not subscribed there, please do. Anyway, I will see you all soon. Have a good night. God bless you. Don't forget to read your Bible tonight. No excuses. And I will see y'all later. Catch you next time. In the meantime, go boom.